What's up, everyone? Is this yet another Naruto video? Yeah, but we're at the point where I'm gonna make a series out of this, so can't help it. Naruto is one of my favorites growing up, and my only gripe has to do with the overhype it gets from the fans rather than the series itself. That said, this series, I'll be covering feats that expand from early Naruto up to the end, kind of like I did with Yu Yu Hakusho. I'll be able to show his progression with raw numbers, how much stronger he gets as he gets older, not in only forms, but in even just his base. I'll be showing his different feats and connecting it all together, and hopefully by the end, I'll have on screen, for you guys, the absolute most concrete scaling for the series, for where certain people within Naruto scale, and not just AP, but also in speed. Should be fun and very informational, so with that said, let's dive in. Now, with this vid, I'll be covering one of part 1 Naruto's best feats, and that would be his Rasengan versus Sasuke when they fought on the hospital roof. It's the first time we really get to see what he can really do with his Rasengan, and it's impressive. First, let's look at the size of the water tanks. There's different angles and shots, but they're luckily quite consistent. We get to see when Naruto and Sasuke crash into them how their size compares as close to the characters as possible, and the result of Naruto's Rasengan shows, well, this. That's a good amount of destruction, and it's time I break this down. First things first, the destruction caused is obviously fragmentation of steel. As for the size of destruction, the height of what's destroyed, not the height of the total water tank, comes out to around 316.2 centimeters tall. The length of the destruction then comes in at around 345 centimeters, with the water tank thickness coming in at a solid 5.08 centimeters thick, or exactly 2 inches. In the shots, you'll see you can actually pick out the thickness of the steel from such a bad angle and distance even, that where the Rasengan initially hit, it didn't even pierce all the way through, except in the dead center. And that water tanks range generally from a mere 0.2 inches in thickness to that 2 inches of thickness in regards to their steel. So I'm using that full 2 inches. That's why the 5.08 centimeters thickness is being used as that exact number. So let's talk total volume then. What we're looking at here is a total volume of this many centimeters. Right? Technically centimeters cubed. This is all of the destroyed steel, and by destroyed I mean fragmented, coming in just over 208 joules per centimeters cubed. What this means for Kid Naruto's Rasengan is that it resulted in a minimum of this many total joules. Or we're looking at high-end, small building level total joules. Now, as for its true AP, we need to find the Rasengan's actual volume as well, and that's kind of easy. In comparing it directly to Naruto's hand from different shots, the total volume of the Rasengan is approximately 709.25 centimeters cubed, putting its output, or direct AP, at this many joules per centimeters cubed. Or we're talking about low-end wall-level joules for every centimeter cubed. That's really not bad. Consider this last piece here too. When I break down an attack to its joules per centimeters cubed, I'm breaking down its AP to the most finite and comparable amount of force. But the one thing about the volume of all these things is that the smaller things can apply their total force onto most things that larger AoE attacks simply can't. This Rasengan is not that large, quite small in fact. The point I'm bringing up here is that it would, in fact, actually be capable of applying its total small building level force to a single person. Perhaps not to a single centimeter cubed, but to a person. All in all, it's simply his first real showing of Rasengan from part 1. That makes up for quite the quick video, but I'm wanting to keep these shorter anyways, and this covers the AP. So yeah, that'll wrap up this video. I'll be showing other feats, scaling and calculating them as I bring them up from part 1 in my next videos of this series. You can expect some crazy strength feats to be present. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're liking this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really does help for every little bit. See y'all next time, and ciao.
master.